at a loss for words here. Imagine being a 34-year-old fully grown adult male in the middle of a scandal with his foot-faced wife involving allegations of child sexual misconduct when a person you were both involved with comes forth with evidence you'd groomed her from the age of 14 to 18 so you could both take her virginity at 18. So much so, you'd both gotten into a text message argument about who was going to take it first. And your response to these allegations is to make a shitty, unfunny video where you LARP as a Rick and Morty character, a Death Note character, rip off Robot Chicken, and create a character that's supposed to be a junky, homeless, crackhead horror bum, but inadvertently made me think that your mother was doing a cameo, and it's not even a cheap shot to say that, because I legitimately thought that's who it was. Those that have actually seen what his mother really looks like would have thought the same. I really wish that were a joke. How in your right mind could you have possibly thought this was good optics? You, and I can't even believe it's me saying this to you, need to take this seriously. This is no laughing matter. You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar of what everybody, myself included, had been accusing you of sticking your hand in for over a decade. And your answer is to just wash your hands of all accountability and responsibility for what you and your wife has done, and just play around with action figures and your Halloween costumes of anime characters and other cartoon characters and dress up as your own mother. I don't make any attempt to try and understand the psychology of someone like that. Does it not mean anything to you to try to use somebody's virginity as a bargaining chip to try and save your dying relationship? You said to me in our more recent debate when I crashed your YouNow stream, nice 2-month marriage, nice 7-year marriage. I haven't needed ever to resort to grooming young girls to save my relationship. I guess I should chalk that up on the board of things that I'm so lucky I never ever will ever have to do in a million years. One I'm sure you don't possess. Just act like people are nanny state reactionaries towards substantive evidence, actual hard proof that you are an ephebophile with a penchant for young girls from damaged familial backgrounds, who have depression issues, who have disorders through abuses that were subjugated onto them that aren't of any of their control. To get knowledge of these things and then throw it out there online, to have the temerity to say, in a text message exchange with this girl coming forth with evidence against you, that, well, it's just your personality disorder that causes you to lie because I got you to tell that shit to me so I can use it against you as blackmail, to accuse them of doing what they're doing as a method of sexual extortion while actually engaging in real extortion. Using somebody's emotional shortcomings against them. That's fucking extortion. Having them tell you about that so you can use it against them later is fucking extortion. It's a mind blower. It's a fucking mind blower. My mind is more blown than Bud Dwyer's mind. If you don't know who he is, I don't know whether or not you should look that up, unless you want to see a guy shoot himself in the fucking head. Which is exactly what I felt like doing, trying to get through this particular video. If you notice up in the corner, it says Patreon. Thank God for re-uploaders, sparing me the indignity of having to spread my wallet's asshole and fill it with cancer like this. I can't believe you'd have the temerity to make people pay for content like this as a response to being caught doing what everybody speculated you've been doing all these years, even though it really wasn't that big of a secret. I can't believe you spend tens of thousands of dollars on video editing equipment and software, and yet this is what you make with it. This is the best you can do. And by the way, with the screen that I have up here, nice fucking fire hazard. If you notice in some of his more recent videos, this place he lives in is turning into a goddamn hoarder's den. It's just cables and wires all over the fucking place. Clear plastic tubs and bins filled to the brim with documents and papers. I guess Pierce County's trying to bury you in the Dead Sea of red tape, man. Just drown you in that shit. Piles of dirty clothing and children's toys and garbage heaps all over the fucking place. You got kids. Try to live to a higher standard than this. God forbid they go leaf through one of the hoarders' shit piles one day and find something they could accidentally hurt themselves with. Not that you'd care about that on a genuine emotional level. A guy that gives a shit so much about his public fucking image, and when he's finally caught fucking around with a teen, finally caught fucking around grooming a girl as young as 14 fucking years old to sleep with him and his fuck ugly foot face wife. This is his fucking answer to it. Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. So how's your day? Just curious.